It's a remarkable case. There's something quite in your line. Except for releasing the lady, I will see that everything is kept exactly as I found it. But I beg you not to lose an instant, as it is difficult to leave Sir Eustace. I must admit, Watson, you do have some power of selection. Thank you. It atones for much of which I deplore about your narratives. Your fatal habit of looking at everything from the point of view of a story instead of as a Brackenstall.
Sir Eustace Brackenstall.
I think he murdered Watson.
And you, Doctor.
Inspector?
I hope you'll forgive me, Mr. Holmes. Well, it's cool of them. I agreed to do another as soon as they're near, but it is they. And our hanging matter this...
Have they been in the dining room yet?
Not yet, my lady.
I think it would be best to inform you of something, gentlemen, regarding Sir Eustace. You'll no doubt hear a rumour of it otherwise from idle tongues who'll distort the truth of it. And it would pain me to think of his memory tarnished in that way. It distressed me, of course, that it should happen. But he was proud and sensitive enough never to...
Was not always to be relied upon in that respect. I went into finally the dining room, where the curtains were drawn. For a moment we just stared at each other. Then two other men came in behind him, and he... I do know that they cleared the room of its silver, and they must have drawn themselves a bottle of port, some of which I saw them drink.
She never wanted courage, did Miss Mary Fraser of Adel.
A mess indeed.
We've touched nothing, sir.
What do you make of it, Doctor?
Should I?
Please proceed, my dear fellow.
Both spheres of the parietal bone at such an angle.
The criminal mind has its quirks of conscience and scruples. In that respect, it is as individual and curious as any other. A noted miser may be secretly charitable, so this violent Randall may draw the line at the murder of an unconscious woman. Or he may well believe that she did not see him.
Well, how is that, sir? She testifies that they stared at...
Problem, Watson. May I impose upon you to search the turkey rug?
The bottle was open.
Quite so. It was opened with a pocket screw, probably contained in a knife. If you examine the top of the cork, you will observe that the screw was driven in 3 times before the cork was extracted. This, I must confess. Did Lady Brackenstall...
Has special powers and special knowledge like Sherlock Holmes. It rather encourages him to seek a complex explanation when a simpler one is at hand. He will let us know when Randall is arrested. Poor Holmes, you must feel like an abstruse and learned specialist called in for a case of measles. Annoying.
We must return. 3 glasses. The bottle was half full, and it had been agitated. The crusting was exceedingly remarkable. That will be the Kentish train.
What will?
That will.
How on earth did you hear it?
I heard nothing, Watson. What's this? Watson. Not entirely mechanical, it seems.
Fudge.
The story it tells is of the immediate past. Then it's as I thought. Fudge. It may not be too fanciful to suggest that the poor unfortunate creature was literally killed. Last of the Brackenstalls.
Brackenstall?
Consider it. No one but a member of the household could vandalize a gravestone and have remained in place. Why should Brackenstall entertain such an obsession about a pet animal?
Take care, Holmes. Watson, please. You've got your men.
Man, Watson. Man. Mr. Brackenstall. It is of no use. You may have heard of any little reputation that I may possess. I will stake it all on the fact that your store at the top.
But the rope was frayed.
The rope which bound Lady Brackenstall was frayed. He was cunning enough to do that with his knife, but the other end was not. Or anchored.
Our flagship, the Rock of Gibraltar. I'll have the passenger list sent up.
How on earth did Mr. Holmes know that?
Here we are. Yes, gentlemen. The only officer from that voyage of the Rock who is not aboard her now is Jack Croc. The crew worship him. We've promoted him captain of our new vessel, the Bass Rock.
No tea for me, please.
Which is just fitting out. He's the youngest captain we'll have, but he'll be the best. Not an officer in the...
Captain Crocker, sit down.
I've got your telegram. I've come at the...
Bite on that, Captain Crocker. And try not to let your nerve.
How the devil do you know that?
Since last night. Be frank with me and we may do some good. Play tricks with me and I'll crush you.
Damn the man! Well, that's my side of things, only my side. When I think of Mary, sweet Mary Fraser, I think of getting her. I met her when I was first officer on my last ship.
Oh, I need air, Mr. Crocker. Led to it, I think, by a better dancer than I am.
She treated me as fairly as ever a woman treated a man. Next time I came back from the sea, I read of her marriage. The last voyage I was promoted and the new bird was not yet. I tell you, gentlemen, it nearly drove me mad. See you again.
You're going away.
I do not relish it.
I believe I should have gone mad these past few weeks.
Here's a key to your damn modesty. You have a filthy jade! She's all right.
Jack? Oh, Jack. What are you going to do?
Listen to your old Teresa.
Abstemious and had accepted your glass of port. Your ingenuity might have fooled me.
How on earth did you find me?
No one could have got up to that bell rope but an acrobat or a sailor. No one but a sailor could have made the knots with which the cord was fastened to the chair. It was evident that the lady was shielding someone. To do so under such circumstances meant that she must love that person. It was not too wild a leap of the... You are expecting a visitor.
Dearest, this gentleman knows everything. There's no hiding from him.
I know. His telegram brought me here. What do you intend, Mr. Holmes?
Well, Captain Crocker, this is a very serious matter. Yet I feel sure that on the basis of the story which you have told us here tonight, I have so much sympathy for you that if you choose to disappear...
Then it'll all come out.
Certainly it will come out.
What sort of proposal's that? Mary be left to face the music.
You are a British jury. And I never met...
What if the police arrest some other poor devil? What then?
Then I will use all my powers to persuade them of their mistake. If they light on you, then that is another matter. However, I think that is unlikely. Come back to this lady in a year's time. And may her future and yours justify us in the judgment that we have pronounced this night.
Oh, thank you.
It was not, as we now know, a portrait of your husband. But it was such a clear description, I wondered...
My father.
Ah.
It's almost as though you disapproved of the happiness we have fostered this day.
Oh, no, I approve of that, of course I do. Well, you are unique.